Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter, the Master of Puppets, today joined by
Lasse, the Sultan of Simcoe.
Yes, back again, and we're wearing fancy shirts because we're going to our traditional or monthly almost, not monthly, but every other
beer
month.
dinner.
Beer dinner, yeah, where we pair good food and beer, but we were like, hey, let's drink some beer before that too. So today, guys, we're looking at a series of craft brew beers from La Micro Brewing in Costa Rica. So Costa Rican craft beer from South America, or is it Central America? Actually, I think it's South America.
Okay.
Central South. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's like in the it's probably actually the central. It's like below Mexico, I think. My subscriber David went on vacation in Costa Rica and brought back these beers because he wanted me to try it. He said they're pretty tasty. And it was cool to see the craft beer revolution spreading to a place like Costa Rica, not a place you expect for craft beer. So I thought we'd do all in this little tasting, and yeah, we're going to start off with this one, which is their 7 Golden Ale, and I think the series is called Domingo 7. I don't know how you say 7, and is it Spanish or Portuguese? But yeah, it's a Golden Ale, so yeah, you know, kind of a traditional British style. So we're gonna start off with that one, and it looks like a golden ale in the glass. It kind of looks like a pilsner almost.
Yeah.
Slight haze to it. What'd you call the color?
I would say that what I'm thinking about morning pea or something like that. Orange juice, just a little watery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White head. Let's take out the aroma. That's very light.
Yeah.
That is very light.
I get almost nothing out, just except for. Actually, the aroma is like an already ordinary pilsner.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Very mild. I'm getting a little bit of a grainy profile, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Cheers. And thanks to Dave for the beer. A little more of the flavor.
Yeah.
Kind of like some sweet malt.
But it's a light beer.
Very light. It's kind of like a sluggable beer.
A good summer beer.
Yeah.
For a weathered fall day.
It's got a little bit of bready malt, a little bit of citrus, but it's very mild on the flavors.
It's very mild.
This is kind of like a beginner's craft beer. This is kind of like a Pilsner plus on flavor.
But it's very good everyday beer.
Yeah.
You know, a beer after work or something like that.
And if you were in Costa Rica, I think this would be good because it's so refreshing and light.
Yeah.
That's about it. Some kind of soapy.
I could see myself on the beach with a beer like that.
Yeah. Drinking it maybe even straight from the bottle, sitting on the beach. A little bit of floral character, honey character. It's not great, it's not bad. It's kind of like average.
Yeah, it's an ordinary good beer.
It's like a 70 maybe? Because it's not bad beer. I mean, it's decent tasting, it's just not that interesting.
Yeah.
So now we're moving, oh, by the way, the alcohol on the 7 was 5%. We should actually have had this first then, but this is the Tanomanso wheat beer on 4.5%. I think it's American, as far as I checked them up online, but now I forgot it. But it's an American style pale wheat ale. Not a very popular style, but some of them can be pretty nice. So, and it says it's good with beef. I think that's beef, yeah. So, should be interesting. This looks kind of like the other one. Yeah. It's like a hazy version of the other one, kind of.
Like unfiltered.
Yeah, it's kind of that hazy golden yellow.
Unfiltered.
Yeah, unfiltered. White head to it. Check out the aroma on it.
You can actually see it's a wheat beer.
Yeah, well, I think you can see it on mine better. I got some gunks.
Yeah.
But let's check out the aroma. This is very mild too. The aromas are very mild. Yeah.
Nothing except for a bit of wheat.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. You're getting a bit of wheat and grassy notes.
And that's it, actually.
Yeah.
And the head is slightly there.
Let's try it. Maybe a slight hint of citrus and banana. Let's taste it. This has got some flavor.
Yeah, a little banana actually.
Yeah, and a bit of like peppery spice. It's a little bit of watery for a wheat beer, but if it's like the American pale wheat ales, they're usually not that strong. And 4.5% is also lighter. If we were talking some wheat beers, like the German ones are usually 5+. But there's definitely like wheat and banana. Nothing mind blowing. I like it more than the other one though because it has a little bit more flavor.
Actually, I like the other one better.
So I think
I'm not crazy about the little banana thing.
So I think I'll bump this up to a 75. A decent beer, but it's nothing I'd go out of my way to get. But something that'd be nice to drink when you're in Costa Rica. I mean, if you had just that you have this choice in Costa Rica, it's awesome. Instead of just drinking, pale lager. So yeah, 75 for me.
I'll not go like 70, but I'll go like 67 or something.
Yeah, okay. Well,
almost
you weren't too into
almost a 70.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you prefer the golden ale. Cool. So, let's have a swig of water. The next one is their Roja Red Ale on 5.5%. It's an Irish red ale. A style I haven't drunk in a long, long time. It's darker in color, red amber-ish.
Like copper.
Yeah, copper. Off-white head. Check out your own on this one. That's also very mild. They're all very mild. It's got a little bit of a caramel thing.
I get some rye bread in there.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a breadiness. I mean, I just had, before you came, I had a session IPA on 4.5% from the UK that just had a ton of hops in it. So maybe that's also why I don't pick up as much.
It is very mild. I have drank Pilsner all day. So.
Okay. Yeah, sweet, grainy malt profile. It's about it.
Sweetness.
Yeah, let's give it a taste. Cheers. Mmm. Now, this one has flavor.
Yeah.
Lots of caramel, lots of toffee, sweet malt.
Yeah, sweet malt.
They see the tea thing? Yeah. And you're actually getting some flavor on this one. This is pretty much for the style, Irish Red Ale. Not a style I'm a big fan of, but for what it is.
It's a little light for a red ale.
Yeah.
But the body for it. It's a little light.
Yeah, it's like light medium again. All the bodies have been fairly light, but it's got a little more flavor. I'll go 78 on this, close to an 80. So it's for me the best of the bunch so far.
Yeah, I agree. I'm on an 85 because I can see myself ordering this at the bar.
Yeah. I'll bump it up to 80 actually.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty tasty. It's dead on for the style. It's just not a style I'm really a big fan of.
No.
And I rate objectively or subjectively, so yeah, an 80. But it's nice.
85 for me. I could see myself drink this on a Friday night, like 2
Yeah.
bottles of those. It's very drinkable, so that's why I could.
It's also got a good bitterness to it.
Yeah.
On the aftertaste.
Yeah. But also the pepper, again, it's a little peppery, just like the first one.
Yeah, I agree. So this last one is called Buho. And this is their Amber Bock. This is the strongest beer of the bunch. It's on 5.8%. So this is a lager. Maybe Buho is all in, I don't know. But that looks nice. That's like a really dark amber.
Someone crushed a cigarette in here. The first one.
Kind of baby head, but yeah, very dark amber.
Like red wine.
Yeah, kind of. Almost like looking like Ribena.
Yeah.
Almost.
Oh, cola.
Yeah, cola. Let's check out the aroma. Yeah, this is very bready and malty and sweet.
Very sweet.
And 5.8%, I think, yeah. So the strongest.
We got something here called Bonflein.
Oh yeah, that's brown sugar.
Oh, brown sugar.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. And this has definitely also got that kind of rye bread or dark bread aroma.
Dark bread, yeah. This roastiness of this burnt bread and the toaster.
And like some nutty notes. Give it a taste. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, yeah.
There's not a lot of taste in here.
It's got more aroma than taste. I think the most flavorful one is still the red ale, but this is pretty much dead on for what you think of if you think of a German Dunkler Bock, which is a darker Bock beer, so a darker lager. It's got that rye bread.
I know the meaning of a Bock is not a lot of carbonation, and that is not the case here. There's no carbonation at all.
It's light. I think there is carbonation, but the other.
Yeah, of course, but it's very, very like heavy.
It tastes like a Dunkler Bock. It's almost like. Yeah, Dunkler Bocks are kind of like Doppler Bock light. Of all the Bocks, Doppler Bock is probably my favorite. But yeah, it's like that. Some rye bread, a little bit of spice, a little bit of pepper.
Actually, I think the aroma is more
interesting, yeah,
than the taste itself.
Yeah, the aroma is quite powerful.
The rye bread is totally gone in the taste.
I'm still getting it.
Really? I get a lot of tea in here though.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like this watery And then the taste.
Yeah, because it's like a light, again, lighter meat. All the bodies are like light medium, and then some of them are just a little bit watery.
But it's interesting because the taste itself, when you get it in your mouth, it's going uphill. Like it tastes nothing but water when you get it in, and then it's gonna be there for a while. Then you get this this lazy taste of.
Yeah, because it's not got a lot of carbon. Yeah, it's almost like wet bread. It sounds weird to say because it's a little bit watery, but it's definitely a darker bread flavor. I'm getting a little bit of nuttiness and a little bit of like those caramel tones and the pepper. But it's I definitely think so far the best, or of the bunch, the best is the red ale, which I gave an 80. So this for me would be like a 78. So all of them are like decent beers, but the one that I think is actually pretty good is the red ale. The other ones are just, probably not something I'd get again, but just decent, solid beers.
I'm not a very big Bock man, so yeah, for me this is a little boring. I'll give it like a 60 or something.
Yeah, okay. You're definitely not. Well, you're not into Bocks, and you're not into beers with like not too much carbonation.
Yeah, no.
But it was still really fun to try. I mean, the fact that Costa Rica makes beer like this now is so freaking cool. And this beer still has a place. We have to think as well that Costa Rica is probably in their early steps of their craft beer culture. So they hadn't maybe moved into all these crazy big IPAs and imperial stouts and whatnot yet. Whereas other places have, experimented and whatnot. So this is maybe one of the starting steps and one of the starting breweries. I haven't researched much on Costa Rican craft beer, but if I'm wrong with any of it, guys, I'm sure you'll correct me. But it's really cool to see this stuff happening, especially in countries where you don't expect it.
Yeah.
That they're starting to get in.
I actually like the first one.
So that's your favorite, or what?
It's a little between these two.
Yeah,
like the red ale and
I think the red ale was best, and then the wheat beer. So
yeah, the wheat beer is good as well. Actually, the only one I'm not
crazy
about is this one. It's not a bad beer. It's just a little boring.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah, guys, that does it for the beer review of this series of beer from La Micro Brewing Company in Costa Rica in their Domingo 70 series. Thanks a ton to David for these bad boys. It was pretty cool to try craft beer from a place that you don't expect to have any. So, awesome stuff. Thanks a ton, dude. Hope you guys enjoyed this series, and if you've had any of these beers, please feel free to let us know what you think of them, and also let us know if you know anything about the Costa Rican craft beer scene. And yeah, as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. And the Sultan of Simcoe and I are going to say cheers.
Yeah. I'll leave this here.
And see you guys in another beer review.